On today's show, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why the Baltimore Ravens not could, not might, but will win the AFC North. Again. It's a stacked division like it always is. There's going to be some great competition. I can't wait for it, but I'm about to give you 5 reasons that you should be the most confident you've ever been that Baltimore is going to three-peat this season. Before that, make sure you guys like today's video, though. I went to the analytics, right? Got the lab coat on, got the goggles on. 279,000 likes. 542 as well. In the history of this channel, only 458 likes away from 280,000. That's a massive milestone. And if you want to help me get there as quickly as you can, do me one big favor, like today's video. Starting off with number 1, Lamar Jackson, I believe, is firmly over his Steelers' woes. Okay? Before week 16, if you looked at his stats in his career against the Steelers, he had been sacked 22 times, only had 5 touchdowns to 8 picks, 213 yards per game, and a completion percentage of 56.7. Let's be real, guys. He struggled against Pittsburgh. He did. But week 16 rolled around. The wild card weekend rolled around where you sent them home for the playoffs. And those 2 games combined, 70% completion percentage, 191 yards a game. Not a ton, I know, but 4 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, and a passer rating of 123.7. Lamar Jackson is proving all of the doubters wrong. And I'm not talking about the doubters who said that he shouldn't have won MVP last year, who say he's not a top 3 quarterback. I'm not talking those guys. I'm talking all the people who say, you know what, Lamar can't beat Pittsburgh. Lamar can't beat Tomlin. He showed last year 2 massive stages. Week 16 was a big week for the division. They won that football game. Going to wild card weekend, literally win or go home. Guess who won? Guess who went home? Okay? Lamar Jackson, he's over his Steelers' woes. Take a guess for me. What will the Ravens' record against the AFC North be in 2025? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think they clean sweep this year? Go 6-0. Maybe somewhere around 4-2. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Number 2, I think the Bengals' defense still stinks. Like, that is the second reason why they will be the ones, Baltimore, that hoist that AFC North title at the end of the season. Look, a lot of people have QB blinders on because of Joe Burrow. Because Cincinnati has Burrow, right? And people assume that that makes him a potential title contender. Guess what, guys? He had one of the best seasons a quarterback has ever had last year. 70% completion percentage, almost 5,000 yards, 43 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, almost 5,000 yards passing. And they didn't even make the playoffs. It's not just on Joe Burrow. It's a team game, and their defense is awful. Last year, 26th in points per game, 25th in yards per game, 17th in yards per play, 23rd third down percentage. Like, guys, they weren't top half of the league in really anything. And you got to ask yourself, is Cincinnati's defense better this year? I don't think so, okay? Because they're also in the middle of 2 edge rusher contract disputes. One with a guy who led the National Football League in sacks last year at 17.5 with Trey Hendrickson. Apparently, they only want to pay him on a 1-year deal. He is currently holding out for a new contract. And then, of course, their first-round draft pick, they're trying to piss him off as much as they can, and they're doing a good job in doing so with Shamar Stewart. He hasn't signed his deal yet. As a first-rounder, not interested. Like, guys, I think they're going to take a massive step back, even more. I think their defense is going to be even worse than it was last season. Time for you to make the call, okay? Who would you rather have a quarterback? Would you rather have Lamar Jackson? Would you rather have Joe Burrow? If you'd rather have Lamar, like the video and prove it to me that way. Or if you'd rather have Burrow, go ahead and comment down below. My third reason why Pittsburgh will win the AFC North, I don't think Rodgers is going to win in Pittsburgh. I don't think he's going to work. Okay, I just don't see it happening. Aaron Rodgers, at his age, needs a really good offensive line and needs really good weapons around him. And I don't think he has that in Pittsburgh. He has a good defense. That's it. Their O-line in 2024, they're 24th in sacks, 28th in sack percentage. They weren't top 20 in any of these statistics. Pressures, pressure rate, blitz percentage. And they also lost their starting left tackle, Dan Moore Jr., to NFL free agency. Aaron Rodgers has lost his ability to improvise. That's what made him so great. His ability to skate the pocket, avoid the rush, deliver a strike downfield. That's what we all loved watching for the entirety of his time in Green Bay, when he was winning MVPs, when he was competing for Super Bowls. But guys, he's 40 now. Achilles tear 2 years ago. He can't improvise. He can't run like he used to. Without an elite wide receiver core that's able to get themselves open, I just think things could get a little bit dicey. Because if you look at the pass catchers he's got, sure, they added with Jonnu Smith, who's going to be tied in, but I think a lot in this Arthur Smith offense, he's going to be a little bit of slot as well. Sure, they added DK Metcalf, but outside of those two, who do they have that makes you scared one bit? Not a single person. And the rushing offense wasn't good either, and they lost Najee Harris. They're 25th in yards per play, 23rd in stuff percentage. They had a negative 0.1 expected play added per rush, or expected points added per rush. All that to say, their offense wasn't very good. They didn't necessarily get better outside of the addition of Rodgers, who's lost what made him Aaron Rodgers. Make the call. You think the Steelers make the playoffs in 2025? Give me a yes or give me a no in the comment section down below. Weigh in and give me your answer, whether you think the black and gold will be competing for a Lombardi trophy. Number 4, I think this is the best Ravens team that John Harbaugh has had in a very, very long time. I think it's probably the best Ravens team that Lamar Jackson has ever had. You look at the offensive weapons. You got Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, not even to mention Keaton Mitchell. Then you got Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, the two best tight ends, the best tight end duo in the game. Of course, you have Lamar Jackson. And then you got Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, DeAndre Hopkins. What a fantastic group of playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. And then defensively, you got a ton of studs as well. Nnamdi Madubuike, Odafe Owe, Kyle Van Noy, Roquan Smith. You add in Mike Green as well in the draft. You got Marlon Humphrey, Nate Wiggins, Jair Alexander, Malachi Starks, and the best safety in football in Kyle Hamilton. It feels, guys, and I don't want to jinx anything, and I'm not putting any type of pressure, but it feels like this is the year. Because after this year, with contract things, Lamar Jackson's going to sign a new contract this century. You're going to be paying him a lot of money. You're going to have to sign Isaiah Likely. You're going to have to sign Tyler Linderbaum, Kyle Hamilton. Money's just about to get a little bit tighter. This might be the year that if they do it, they're going to do it. And last but not least, number 5, why Baltimore is going to win the North. I didn't even really think we needed to talk about them. I didn't even put them in the thumbnail of this video or even in the title. The Browns are the Browns. Let's just face it. They're not going to be competitive for a very, very long time. Their quarterback room is a mess. Joe Flacco at QB1, Kenny Pickett at QB2, Dylan Gabriel at QB3, and then, of course, Shedeur Sanders at QB4. And so the quarterback room, they can't figure it out. They had this shiny new toy in running back and Quinshad Judkins, second-round pick out of Ohio State University, and he got arrested last week. Domestic violence, battery charge, Fort Lauderdale, Florida on Saturday, according to Fort Lauderdale Police Department and Broward County arrest records. They're a train wreck. They're not going to compete. I firmly believe that you will see Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders all at some point play a football game this year. Definitely see 3 of those guys. So those are the 5 reasons why I think Baltimore will win the AFC North. Not could, not might, not maybe. They will three-peat because Lamar Jackson's over his Steelers' woes. The Bengals' defense still stinks. Rodgers is not going to work in Pittsburgh. This is the best Ravens team in a while, and the Browns are the Browns. This is the year to strike. This is the year to do it. And I think they win their 3rd straight AFC North title. And I think it's going to be a really, really fun season to watch that all unfold. Stake your claim. Who wins the AFC North? I think it's going to be Baltimore, judging by the fact this is a Ravens channel. You guys are still watching. Pretty sure you guys are pretty big Ravens fans. But let me know who you think wins the AFC North in 2025. Make sure you guys got me on social media. You can find me at Joey Petersen8 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, the links to that will be in the comment section down below and description of today's video. I tweet about the Ravens every day. Instagram, more just family, wife, dog, that kind of stuff. Feel free to follow me there as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have not yet, this is the place to be if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan.